Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. For the record, I'm Dan Itse, former member of your body. I'm here from the town of Milford, and I'm representing New Hampshire Firearms Coalition. Kind of interesting, my first point is not something I actually plan to testify on, but you'd all be disappointed if I didn't say something about a constitution of one shade or another. You heard from the managing director of the Governmental Relations and State Affairs from the National Shooting Sports Foundation that if the firearms sellers, dealers in New Hampshire complied with this law, they would be violating federal law. Article 6, Section 2 of our federal Constitution is the Supremacy Clause. It states that the Constitution and laws pursuant thereto are the supreme law of the land. So unless the committee is of a mind that they are going to challenge that the federal government doesn't have the legitimate power to regulate firearms dealers, you've got a problem because your law is in conflict with federal law. And so Section 2, paragraphs A, B, C, D, and E would probably be nullified anyway by the federal government. And that leaves us with paragraph E, which is my real concern. It effectively makes all private sales illegal. There's due to one word, and words do have definitions. Line 32, last word in the line, ascertained. It means to determine with certainty. Currently, our laws, federal law, allows you to sell a firearm to someone you know. And then, as was stated by the gentleman previously, you have de facto law. You can't sell to someone who is not legally allowed to own a firearm. But this says that I would have to determine with certainty that somebody I was selling to is allowed to purchase a firearm or transfer. I mean, hand them a gun so they can look at it. I'm out in the woods hunting with somebody and I'm getting up into a tree stand and I want him to hold my firearm while I'm climbing the tree stand and then he'll hand it to me. I can't do that unless I can perform a background check. There's a hitch in that. I mean, besides being in the woods, only if I have a cell phone, but as a private citizen, I'm not allowed to perform a background check. I can't call the state police, I can't call the NICS system and ask for a background check to determine if I can sell to a person. Probably the only person in this state that I could sell to would be my wife, because I'm very well aware of her private affairs. But I probably couldn't sell to my kids because, say, one of them had a domestic violence action against them and there was a court order prohibiting them and they didn't tell me about it. I wouldn't know about it and I can't perform a background check. This kills all private sales. I'd be happy to take any questions. Thank you.
Croc TV.